Hey guys, I was listening to a Ram Dass lecture the other day, and he said something pretty profound that I think you guys might like as well. He said, when someone is angry or hateful or negative toward you, that's their karma. Think of that. That's their karma. How you react to that is your karma. Think of how profound that is. So if someone is negative or hateful toward you, that's their karma. You know, that doesn't have to affect you, and it doesn't have. And if obviously if it triggers you, if something every time something triggers us, that means we have an unhealed emotional trauma. Like for instance, last time, and we're always triggered, right? Last time I was triggered, I didn't ignore the trigger and react to it. I I asked myself, why is this triggering me? Why is this making me upset? You know, and that's what you need to do. We need to take a step back from it if we can. Take a step back from the trigger, look at it, say, all right, this triggered me. This made me upset. Why? Where's it coming from? And we need to internalize that, you know, and try to understand it and try to integrate it into ourselves, so we can get beyond that. We can start. You know, like Ram Dass's guru Neem Karoli Bobby said, you know, people should meditate like Jesus, and Jesus meditated with basically like unconditional love. Just think about when he was on the cross. He said, "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do." To the guys who were killing him and gambling for his clothes, he said, "Forgive them, they don't know what they do." He was showing these people who were putting him on the cross and beat him unconditional love, even at that point. Think of how powerful that is. So next time someone comes at you with hate, you know, remember hate, like Martin Luther King Jr. said, I think, you know, hate begets hate. Violence begets violence. So if you react in the same way someone's coming at you in the negative way, you're propagating it. It's making it grow. But what happens if we meet hate and negativity and anger with unconditional love? What happens, right? It stops that. It doesn't propagate it. So just next time that happens to you, that I mean, it help that's just such a profound thing he said, and that means, you know what I mean. So next time someone comes at you with negativity or hatred, just remember that's their karma, right? They're creating negative, bad karma for them. And remember, you know, karma is you reap what you sow. So everything negative and bad they're doing, they're gonna have to pay for. Everybody always does. That's one of the universal laws of the universe. It's karma. So, and that's one important thing to remember too. Suffering is very difficult for all of us to deal with, and we're all doing our best. But you got to remember, people, that's karma, unfortunately. But it doesn't mean we can't obviously try to still help them. It's like Dr. Robert Morse talks about. You know what I mean? You got to remember it's all karma from previous lives, from this life. But we can still, obviously, it's still going to affect us because we're empathetic, you know, and we're compassionate, and we still, obviously it is our jobs to live, you know, to live in God's will, to help ease that suffering, you know what I mean, to be his presence at all time. And so I don't know what I was even talking about there, but yeah. So next time someone, and that's another thing. Next time something triggers you, you know, try to step back from it. That's what's helped me. Step back and be like, all right, well, why is this making me angry? And you know, and try to see where your ego comes in. And be like, all right, well, did it make me angry because maybe because my ego is still there? My ego, some part of my ego wants to fight back, wants to argue with people. You know what I mean? So that's another way to look at it. So next, again, and also think about that. Think about, you know, if someone's coming at you, they're negative. That's their karma. How you react, remember that. That's the most important. How you react to it is your karma. You have the choice. You always have the choice to react to hate or negativity or anger with love. You always have that choice, and nothing's stopping you. No matter if it's all around you. There's a group that, I mean, obviously that would be the ultimate test if you had people all around you spewing hate at you. But if you can reach the level where that doesn't affect you, and it doesn't trigger you perhaps, and you can respond to that with unconditional love. And that's just really what Jesus said. That's what, you know, a lot of the great enlightened teachers and masters and sages, and you know, that's a lot of their wisdom. You know what I mean? Unconditional love. All right, have a great day.